Miss Julio, about the cargo list. Who should we have check and verify the goods?
Dooley hasn't shown up. I distinctly told him to come early and handle the transfer. There are some particularly valuable items in this shipment. A few require special storage and handling procedures. I'd feel more at ease with him overseeing it.
We've asked around, but no one at the docks has seen Mr. Dool today.
I see. He's probably being delayed. For now, let's wait here.
Freshly grilled fish! Hot and tasty! All your money back!
Whoa! It smells amazing!
You just had snacks on the boat, and you're feeling peckish already.
Well, the fish does smell great. But there's another scent, too. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like flowers, or maybe the crisp air of dawn. Whatever it is, it smells wonderful.
As luck would have it, our contact here is running late. Since this is your first visit to Huashu, allow me to show you around a little.
Yay! Then I want to check out those food stalls. Oh, and that rattle drum looks fun. Whoa! What's that over there?
The foreman was in it.
Careful with that crate! It's pricey. Rabbit.
Star Wharf grows busier by the year.
Incense,
All
silks,
tallied.
teas,
All tidy.
Needles, threads, balsam, sachets. I've got it all. Anything catch your eye, dear guests?
If you see something that pleases you, take it. I'll pay. All your expenses here in Huashu are under my care. Whatever catches your fancy, simply place it on Everspring's tab. Don't worry. A few trinkets like these are well within my means.
Miss Julio, you've returned from your trip. So this Long Scion is your guest. Look at her horn. Small, firm, and gleaming. Surely destined for greatness. Makes you smile just looking at this kid.
Long Scion. Proprietress Shiliu, were you talking about me?
I neglected to explain. In Huashu, that is what we call the Carons. Unlike in Hyperborea, where they are shunned and oppressed, here they are regarded as a blessed lineage, guardians of our land. When I first encountered you, I could not abide the sight of a young Lung Scion being treated so unfairly, so I intervened.
Speaking of which, you're a Charon too. I mean, a Lung Scion. I've been curious since we first met. You're clearly not an ordinary person.
Young lass, do you have any idea who Miss Julio really is? She was favored by the mandate of heaven at a young age, rising to become the High Chancellor of Longyuan. All trade, finance, and taxation in Huashu fall under her authority. But Miss Julio prefers to keep things low-key. She won't let us call her by her official title. She insists we just call her Miss. Everyone in the trade here owes her a debt of gratitude, one way or another.
There's no need to make a fuss. After all, reason persuades with greater grace than rank ever could. Besides, the calling of a merchant suits me best. One hand reaching for the stars, the other quietly pulling the strings from behind the scenes.
Here you are, young lass. Since you're Miss Julio's guest, take this sachet as a welcome gift. In Huashu, scent, be it incense, flowers, or herbs, carries profound meaning. It soothes the mind, wards off harm, and protects the body. You'll come to understand its wonders soon enough.
Knock a little off, and I'll take it right now.
Where did Snow run off to?
Watch where you're going, young friend. Don't go.
A few osmanthus cakes, please. They're my wife's favorite.
And that's why it's so important to have a dream. For example, my dream is to become the world's greatest demon king. Wow, you're incredible. Look at this dock. Huge, isn't it? Well, one day, my royal palace will be 10 times bigger. When my dream comes true, I'll sleep in every day till 3 in the afternoon, wake up on a 100-meter-long bed, and have an afternoon tea stacked with cupcakes of every flavor from across the world. Then, I'll become the most legendary Star Weaver ever, and I'll make sure the name of the Lunarians is written into human history. From this dock to the farthest shore, I'll cover the whole place with cargo ships brimming with my merchandise. And every last container will be emblazoned with a huge Luno logo. That's the spirit. Say it louder. The Lunarian shall conquer the world. This morning, I made a wish to Lord Argent, just hoping for a bit of luck today. I was only hoping to snag a few extra deals at the docks from those stingy Star Weavers, but I never imagined I'd meet a real living Luno with horns. It seems Lord Argent finally heard my heartfelt prayer. Your Majesty the Demon King, may I touch your horns again? Little Minion, how long have you been standing there? You heard everything? Well, allow me to introduce my most trusted Chief Lieutenant, Little Minion! Wow! You're amazing, Demon King! Even a Lung Scion has pledged loyalty to you. It's such an honor to meet you. I'm Lunocarp, soon to be the #1 Star Weaver in all of Huashu.
Snow, Proprietress Shilyu is still waiting for us. If you're done here, let's head back.
Folks,
Finest ginseng and aged donkey hide gelatin. Fair prices.
Star Wolf grows busier by the year.
Proprietress Shilyu, I've brought Snow back.
You f***ers! I can't take this anymore!
Watch out!
Oi! You're the helmsman, yeah? Move this boat, now! I don't care where, just get me out of this damned place. Try anything funny, and I'll gut you right here.
Let go of him.
Steady. There's no need for intervention.
But he's got a knife to the boatman's throat! How can you be so calm?
This man is likely a foreigner, still unfamiliar with how things are done here. Remember what I told you? Huashu is a realm of peace. And now, you shall see for yourselves.
Not these beasts again! Why they...
What was that?
Little Minion, did you see that? That creature took out the baddie in just one move!
Through cavernous veils, gales carve their path. Upon the blustery winds, Bi-An nears and prowls. Fragrant motes arise, born of transgression and sins. Such is a rhyme taught to every child of Huashu from the cradle. The Bi-An mentioned in that rhyme is the very creature you just saw. They are the guardians of Huashu. All of Huashu is protected by an unseen, ever-present law known as the 9 chapters of Dafeng. The moment someone steps into Huashu, they fall under its domain. And should anyone break that law, a Bi-An emerges, born on blustery winds, to deliver judgment.
So that's why there's no crime in Huashu at all!
Though it seems that a few ignorant souls managed to slip in while I was away, it appears that some surprises have been left in my absence.
Miss Gilio, my apologies for arriving late. Thankfully, the criminal's already been dealt with. I can't believe he made it this far, and even disturbed you.
Easy, Dooley. Catch your breath before you speak. Your late arrival, was it because of this man?
That's right. The scourge of Zuyin has been escalating recently. Some Starweavers, unwilling to abide by the lockdown, bypassed Everspring and hired outside escorts to brave the danger on their own. But they didn't bother to check the character of those they hired, and so we ended up with this situation. Before I left, the merchants were still in a heated argument, shouting up a storm outside Everspring. I'm afraid you'll be needed to calm them down, Miss Gilio.
I see. My apologies. There's always something demanding my attention. It seems our time together must end here. There is, however, one last thing I must mention. Anyone new to Huashu must learn the 9 admonitions. If you ever break the rules of the 9 chapters of Dafeng, you may very well meet the same fate as that criminal just now.
Don't worry, Miss Jilu. I'll take them to see the admonitions daily myself. You can count on me!
Oh, so the two of you have already met.
That's just the radiant charisma of this Demon King of Light. People are just drawn to me wherever I go. This Demon King from Ice Lake and I are sworn Lunos. I'll play host and give them a proper tour. Make sure they feel right at home.
Good. You're familiar with the area. I trust you with this. Once you are done, come see me at Everspring. Take care on your way. Explore at your leisure. There's no rush. When you're ready, come to me, and I shall explain the details of the commission mentioned before.
Understood, Proprietress Shilyu. We'll talk later.
Harp. What's that juice something they were talking about? Simply put, it's a really, really bad thing that's stopping everyone from doing business properly. But don't worry, Miss Jilliu is already on it. Whenever she takes charge, things get better. Whoosh! Just like that. So, this is the Steely you were talking about, huh? Let me take a closer look. Oh no, I don't understand a single word. Oh, don't worry. I'll give you a crash course in the 9 chapters. If you want to enjoy your time in Huashu, you'd better pay attention. The top line reads, "To wound or kill, this must not be done. Any act of violence or injury is strictly forbidden in Huashu." This one carries the harshest punishment, so watch yourself. Otherwise you'll be frozen in place, just like that wicked bandit, and shattered into dust. That's kinda terrifying. Relax. Good folk have nothing to fear. Only the wicked need worry. Thanks to the 9 chapters of Dafeng, there's no war or crime here at all. Everyone just lives in peace and harmony. I hear that out in the wider world, it's nothing like this at all. That's true. Back in Ice Lake, if someone commits a crime, all we can do is wait around for those stuck-up Security Bureau soldiers to show up. But they don't really care about Karons or the poor. Most of the time, we gotta handle things ourselves. A few days ago, we finally met a young officer who actually cared and tried to help. But she quit to seek for a more meaningful life. Compared to our city guards, the those fierce-looking beasties that kinda look like snow wolves, they're way more reliable. They're called Bian. At least try to remember their name. They're emissaries of the Mandate of Heaven. Anyway, that's exactly why Lung Scions are held in such deep respect here in Huashu. Don't keep us in suspense. Tell us! So, when some Lung Scions come of age, they resonate with the Mandate of Heaven. Called by the 9 chapters of Dafeng, they awaken as Bian.
Huh? Karons who come of age.
Bonus fact, Bian are actually the most basic kind of enforcers of the 9 chapters. Some truly exceptional Lung Scions can even enter the 9 chapters in their human form, serving as magistrates of Yingtian. By the name of the Mandate of Heaven, they strike fear into any evildoers lurking in the shadows and keep them in check. And if someone is evil enough to ignore even that, the magistrates of Yingtian will show up with style and overwhelming presence, taking the bad guys down. But let's hope you never have to meet one in person. All right, that wraps up the first admonition. Now on to the next.
That Steely, it almost feels like it's calling to me.
Heaven's great virtue bears the name of life. To wound or kill, this must not be done. A man is measured by the strength of his word. To break faith or betray a vow, this must not be done. Let truth govern the self with humility. Bind conduct to modesty. To indulge in arrogance, let your heart be pure. Your conduct restrained, and uprightness be the mark of integrity. To bend the law for greed or cruelty, this must not be done. Let clarity be your unwavering guide in discerning right from wrong. To confuse truth and falsehood, this must.
Now, on to the next admonition of the 9 chapters of Dafeng. That's exactly right! Little minion, when did you learn to read Huashu script? Even I didn't know you could do that!
I don't actually know how to read it. Just now, when I approached the stele, a voice suddenly spoke in my mind. It told me what the text meant. Do you have any idea what that might be about?
I've never heard of anything like that before. Wait a minute. There's an old legend that Yang, the founder of the Zhuanhong sect and one of the architects of the 9 chapters, once wrote these words in the annals of Huashu history. Heaven and man in perfect accord, yin and yang, in seamless harmony. They say she could commune with heaven and the myriad spirits of the world, even travel among the stars on the wings of the immortals. The way you resonated with the stele sounds a lot like that. In the end, Master Yang and many virtuous elders gave up their mortal forms to become the foundation of the 9 chapters, ensuring it would endure for all time. I just had a crazy idea. What if my little minion here is actually like the umpteenth generation descendant of that legendary founder? Really? But she doesn't look like someone of Huashu origin. Anyway, that wraps up the 9 chapters. Mission complete. Now let me take you to Everspring. You all keep talking about Everspring. What's it like? It's the biggest commercial hub for Star Weavers in all of Mistwolf. You can find goods from every corner of the continent there. It's really impressive. Speaking of which, offering guided tours for foreign visitors sounds like a great business idea. Aha! Gotta write that down now. What was that? Uh-oh!
Heaven and Lord Argent, bless us. Are you all right?
Are you okay? Your voice is still shaking. You were clearly pretty scared yourself, and you still came to help us.
I'm fine. That beast's terrifying glare shook me a bit. I'll feel better after a short rest. But you seem new to this place. I couldn't just stand by and leave you in danger.
If you hadn't shown up, my little minion would have taken it down with a few clean strikes. She's super strong.
I see. I'm glad to hear it.
But seriously? What was that? I wasn't seeing things, was I? Why would one of Huashu's guardian beasts suddenly attack us? For the record, I didn't do anything illegal, okay? Though, I guess at this point it'd be pointless to clarify. What now, little minion? Should we run for it? You can swim, right?
The waters around Mist Wharf stretch far and wide. You wouldn't get very far by swimming. There's no need to panic. That sable Bian may look like the Argent ones, but is not an enforcer of Huashu. They're aberrations, born from the scourge of Zhuyin. Mindless and violent, they exist outside the reach of the 9 chapters of Dafeng. Attacking them doesn't break any law. But lately, these attacks have been happening more and more often. The incense I just replaced has already burned down again.
Yusheng!
Lunocarp? What are you doing here?
These two are honored guests, brought here by Miss Zhiyu from a faraway land. I was just showing them around. Though we did run into a little situation. Are you heading to Everspring to replenish your incense? Let's go together.
Incense? Now that you mention it, during the fight just now, I thought I caught a strange, pleasant scent, and then it felt like something blocked the enemy's attack. Was that the incense you're talking about?
Yes, that was it.
Ah, so you don't know about the power of incense yet? Oh, my bad for not showing you sooner. In Huashu, incense isn't merely ceremonial. It sustains the 9 chapters of Dafeng and grants us heavenly protection and blessings.
That's right. So when I saw you under attack, I tossed the sachet I was carrying, hoping it might shield you from harm, even just a little. Though it can't kill a Sable Bian, it can protect us for a time. But once its power fades, we'll have to return to the Argent Long Temple to receive the blessing anew.
Got it. So as long as we pray at the temple, those mean Bian won't be a problem, right? Uh-huh. The Argent Lung Temple is always bustling with people coming to renew their incense. Come on, I'll take you there. You've got to see it. So, when that beast came at us, how come you vanished so fast? Well, I can't be of help in a fight, but I was cheering you on from the sidelines with all my heart. That's serious moral support.
Speaking of which, Snow did something like that too the first time we met. Didn't you, Snow?
So even the great demon king has a knack for that. Little minion, you've got it all wrong. I was... there it is! Right beneath the roots of the great tree, the largest trading guild in all of Mistwolf, Everspring!
May this incense rise in fragrant clouds to the halls of heaven. With humble prayer, we seek mercy to grant peace and joy to all beings.
So many people making prayers. Can Lord Argent really hear them all?
You mustn't think of incense offerings as a way to demand things from Lord Argent. As I mentioned before, the 9 chapters of Da Feng rely on incense as a medium to stay effective. People offer incense to the heavens to sustain the 9 chapters, and in turn, the 9 chapters manifested Lord Argent, who upholds their will and grants protection through incense. Wishes come true only through tireless effort, one step at a time. Lord Argent simply bears witness to that journey, as it has for centuries. Though, on rare occasions, a few blessed souls do catch Lord Argent's eye and are granted unexpected fortune.
Huh? Now I'm curious. Since we're here already, I want to give it a try too! Sure thing! Just head over to the table by the incense altar. That man over there is an incense warden from the Zhuan Hong sect. He's in charge of keeping the shrine in order.
The Xuan Hung sect. That name rings a bell. They were founded by the same person who could commune with heaven, the founder of the 9 chapters, right?
That's right! Looks like our guest was paying attention during my crash course. Gold star for you! Back in ancient times, the Xuan Hong sect were the first to uncover the divine power of incense, and they've guarded that secret ever since. Even today, they're in charge of everything related to incense in Huashu. Every censer you've seen along the way, all made by their hand. And everyone can receive 3 sticks of incense per day for free from their incense wardens. Why not go try it for yourselves? Almost there!
May Lord
May
Argent
Lord
bless
Argent
all.
grant this next trip. I'll head a bit further north of Penn.
I've slashed prices.
That's Everspring's Guild Hall, just up ahead. Miss Julia is probably waiting for you upstairs. All right, my job here is done. You can head up on your own. My stall's right here. Drop by if you've got time. I'll even give you a special 0.02% discount on anything you buy. Wait, what? 0.02%? You're such a cheapskate. Well, I'm striving to become Huashu's #1 star weaver. I don't have horns like you, so I'm already starting behind the line. If I don't double down on seizing every chance and being meticulous, sheer hard work won't get me there. Huh? I see.
See? That's what happens when you go around horn-chatting with other Lunos.
Anyway, let's go, little minion. We don't want to keep our big benefactor waiting.
I lost my voice earlier. Now that I've calmed down and thought it over, I realize I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have acted out of desperation. and hired some shady outsider to transport my goods on my own. Who would have thought? That man was all talk and no substance. Not only useless against a Sable Bian, but also a despicable thug who stirred up more trouble than I could imagine. To all my fellow traders, I owe you a deep apology.
You don't need to be so hard on yourself. These past few days, everyone's been anxious. Everspring understands this well. We're already working on solutions. The sooner we weather this crisis, the sooner trade and commerce will return to normal.
But how long is this lockdown going to last? We Star Weavers can wait, but our goods sure can't. You by the day just sitting around.
That's hard to say. With the scourge of Zhu still raging, no one can promise when it'll end. "3 days, no more. There shall be a solution."
Mr. Liu, you've returned.
You mean you found a solution?
That was the purpose of my trip. And yes, I found a lead. Rest assured, for goods with expiration concerns, Everspring will purchase them at 80% of market price. We'll take it all, no matter how much. Considering transport losses and turnaround costs, I believe this is a fair offer. Once the scourge has passed, if you wish, you may buy them back at the same price. Of course, if anyone still wishes to hire their own escort and test their luck, Everspring will not stand in your way. But should you bring in a disreputable lot or violate the admonitions of the 9 chapters, Everspring may not intervene, but the Bian certainly will. And if it all ends in ruin, lives and fortunes both lost, do not say I did not forewarn you.
We won't, Miss Julian. We've learned our lesson.
Your words put our minds at ease, Miss Julio. In times like these, it really takes someone like you to calm the waters.
You have all borne enough these past days. If there is nothing more urgent, take some time to rest and await good news.
If you have any inquiries regarding Everspring...
You have come. So, how was your little tour?
Everyone we met was so nice and welcoming. The sights and people of Huashu, they're really nothing like Ice Lake.
We also saw what happened down here. You calmed all those Star Weavers and handled the whole situation with just a few words. You're amazing.
Business is all about knowing how to deal with people. That's nothing new to me. What's rare is meeting someone like you. Now then, let's get to the point. The reason I hired you is to help us prepare for dealing with the scourge of Zhu. As for what that truly is...
Oh, we already got a bit of a crash course on that.
Oh? Let's hear it.
On our way here, we were attacked by a Sable Bian. Fortunately, a passing trader helped us out, and we managed to drive it off without getting hurt.
She told us the Scourge of Zhu creates all kinds of nasty beasts, like that Sable Bian, and they go around biting people and making life miserable!
That's about right. Tell me, before the Sable Bian emerged, did either of you notice anything out of place?
I think there was a roar. It came from the void, sounded like some kind of beast.
Yes, that roar came from Zhu. The ancient evil Jiaolong once sealed away, it is now stirring from its slumber. According to Huashu's oldest myths, Zhu Ying is the evil foe of Lord Argent. Its mindless, frenzied power seeps into the realm, unleashing vicious beasts wherever it touches. In those tainted places, even plants refuse to grow. About 100 years ago, the scourge of Zhu Ying was first witnessed at Mist Wolf. Back then, the unprepared people of Huashu only barely managed to contain it, at great cost and heavy loss. Now, Zhu Ying is awakening once more. This time, I intend to stay ahead of the disaster, lest we be caught off guard again.
Wow, fighting against a real loon! The Demon King is fired up already! So, what do you need us to do?
Combats are forbidden in Huashu. Even the most well-traveled Star Weavers know little of how to defend themselves. That is why I am entrusting you with this commission. You shall go alone into the tainted wastes of the Griblight Expanse and secure for me 3 Zhu Ying scales, for they are essential to the sealing ritual.
Proprietress Jiliu, may I ask you something? This commission, it sounds incredibly important. Why entrust it to an outsider like me? I'm just a green fox hunter. I'm sure there are many far more skilled than I am. Back at the theater, when I touched that censer, the smoke shifted towards me, as if it was drawn in. Does that have something to do with why you chose me?
You are indeed perceptive. I'm sure someone has already warned you. Your ability is rare and precious. And precious things are always coveted. Handle them carelessly, and they only invite disaster. The Zhu Ying scales cannot be harvested through normal means. They require resonance with a highly concentrated active substance. Only then can their bonds be softened for extraction. Originally, I traveled to Ice Lake to see if the Imperial Alchemy Academy's high-purity foxicum might suffice. But by sheer chance, I met you, someone who possesses the priceless power of resonance. I need your ability to soften the Zhu Ying scales. Of course, the choice is yours. You may refuse. I would never force you to risk your safety.
Thank you for telling me all this, Proprietress Jiliu. I take this commission.
Have you ever considered that the reason I helped you back then might not have been out of kindness, but because I saw your worth and had my own ulterior motive?
Actually, I have. But that doesn't change the fact that you did help me. And I have my own selfish reasons too. I'm searching for my family, but I'm powerless to do it alone. To reach that goal, I'll cling to any strength I can find. If helping you means I can count on your help someday, I'd say that's a trade well worth making. Besides, when we first met at the theater, you didn't know I had this power. I was just a stranger to you. You didn't have to help me. And yet, you did. Now, I want to return that favor.
You have covered every perspective. I have nothing to add. Given time, you might just make an excellent merchant yourself. Before you leave, there's a pouch on the table. It's for your traveling expenses. Spend it as you see fit. If you run short, feel free to come back for more.
If you have any inquiries regarding Everspring services, you may speak to me.
Let me see. Whoa! This pouch is heavy. Miss Jiliu, you're really generous.
Just a bit of pocket money. Feel free to use it however you see fit. You'll also need a special tool to collect the Zhu Ying scales. I arranged it through some connections. But with the Sable Bian rampaging, our usual lines of communication were cut off. It still hasn't been delivered. You'll likely have to go and fetch it yourself. In business, there are always delicate matters best handled by certain professionals. Here in Huashu, the sorts of dealings that prefer to stay in the shadows usually happen at the black market among the shipwrecks on the western shore. Go there and find a man named Mr. Chu. He'll give you your next steps. But you are new faces. They won't trust you right away. By custom, first-time visitors to the black market have to come through the coastal cavern, wearing a special pendant at their waist. If the signal matches, they'll know you're one of ours.
All right! So my little minion and I get to play the badasses this time? That sounds like a job for us!
Exit through Everspring's main gate and look to the right. In the distance, you will see the entrance to the coastal cavern. That's a shortcut to the black market. I trust I don't need to say more. I'll be waiting for your safe return.
Coastal cave. Looks like that's the place.
Do you remember our first adventure together, little minion? We went down into a cave that time, too. It feels like it was just yesterday. And now look at us, all the way out here so far from home, on some epic destiny-shaping quest.
Yeah. That time we ran into Outsider and kind of shook him down. And Psyche was still with us back then.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's all right. Once we're back, let's visit Lamenting Lake and tell her everything we've seen in Huashu.
Hello? Anyone here? Whoa, it's so pitch black in here. And even our voices echo. Whoa! Jinxing us and drawing that thing here!
Another Sable Bian. Where do they keep coming from? return to the misty sea.
Watch out!
You saved us. Thank you.
It's okay. I am merely fulfilling my duty.
Your duty? You're a Charon, and you fight really well? Wait, are you one of those magistrates of Yingtian that Lunocarp mentioned?
I was assigned to purge the Sable Bian here. With danger still looming, my duty remains. I have no time for idle chatter.
Assigned by who? We'll go thank him properly once we're out of here.
The 9 chapters of Dafeng, the mandate of heaven.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing. Then we're definitely offering up a lot more incense once we're out. Speaking of which, the incense we just replaced ran out the second we faced that beast. Total ripoff, if you ask me.
If your incense is burned out, I may not be able to keep you both safe on my own. If you have no urgent business here, I suggest you leave for safer ground.
Thanks, but we can protect ourselves. We have something to take care of on the far side of this cave. That's why we came in. I hope we haven't been a bother.
The far side? As far as I know, there's nothing there but some beached wreckage.
Exactly. We're going to the black market among the shipwrecks. We have a big business deal to settle there.
The black market? For business? If you insist on mingling with swindlers and scoundrels, I have nothing more to say.
Uh-oh. What do we do, little minion? He totally misunderstood us.
It's not what you think. We're here on an assignment from Proprietress Zhilyu to help deal with the Sable Bian outbreak. There's a tool we need to retrieve from the black market.
Exactly. We're not doing anything shady, thank you very much.
My apologies. It was hasty of me to pass judgment. Still, that place harbors all manner of folk. Beware of deceit and manipulation. This cavern is not safe. Allow me to escort you across.
So, magistrates of Yingtian are kind of like the escort of Huashu, right? Do you guys get paid? Any special perks? All right, I get it. I won't cry.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, I serve only to safeguard the people and bring peace to the land. I did not assume this role for worldly gain.
Hear that, little minion? That means they don't get paid. Guess the higher-ups here are even more tight-fisted than those of the Empire, huh? Hands in the air! Oh, this one looks tough. I'm out of here. It all up! You'll get yours next time, just you wait! Oh.
The exit lies just ahead. This is where I leave you.
That guy seems kinda aloof, but deep down, he's a good person.
Can he really hold off all those Sable Bian in the cave on his own?
Whoa! What was that? Did you hear it? I think it came from behind us.
Sounds like a huge pack of Bian all howling at once.
Then, do you think maybe we should...
Yeah, the black market can wait. Let's go check on that magistrate of Yingtian.
It's dangerous.
We're here to help you.
This fight doesn't concern you outsiders. Just leave. I'll deal with them myself.
No time for idle chatter with danger still looming. Your words.
Exactly! And look at you! Your head's so bad already! Stop playing hero and let us help!
This time.
All right. These vile beasts, finally cleansed. Thank you both for your aid. Forgive my earlier rudeness. We never properly exchanged names. I am Yu Ming. May I ask who you are?
I'm a fox hunter from a foreign land. And this is...
The culture of foreign lands is truly mystifying.
How come it sounds so much more embarrassing when someone else says it out loud? Ugh, forget it. Just call me Snow. And what happened to no time for idle chatter? Huh?
I was focused on eliminating the enemy and neglected proper manners. I ask your forgiveness.
All right then. I have a big heart, so you're forgiven.
You okay?
It's okay. I fought off too many Bian earlier and ended up a bit off balance. Just some surface wounds.
That doesn't look like just some surface wounds to me.
Here, take this. I brought some bandages and healing potions from Ice Lake, just in case.
Thank you for your kindness. I didn't mean to worry you. Truly, all I need is to sit and rest a while. These injuries will mend soon enough.
You sure? That looks pretty bad. Maybe we should have a doctor take a look.
As a magistrate of Yingtian, my strength does not come solely from flesh and bone. It draws upon the 9 chapters of Da Feng. So long as my spine remains unbroken, even the gravest wounds can mend with the 9 chapters' energy. It's slow and painful, but certain.
Whoa, that's amazing! Like something out of a story. The unbreakable body. Now I'm a little jealous.
That's merely the bright side.
Oh, so there's a downside?
It's nothing. I spoke out of turn. I was once a condemned soul. Looking back, though clad in armor and armed with blade, I failed to save a single life. To serve the 9 chapters now, it is my chance to atone. Thank you both once again. I must remain here to recover. Forgive me that I cannot see you off properly. You both fight well, but the threat of Juin is not to be underestimated. Take care.
We will. Don't worry.
Such a relief to hear that.
Did he fall asleep?
Probably just exhausted. I did a quick sweep. There aren't any more Sable Bian around, so it should be safe for now. Let's find something to cover him up.
There we go! Mission accomplished!
With all these leaves for camouflage, no one will spot him easily. He can rest here in peace.
What a masterpiece! I'm so talented. Let me add a few final touches.
Those Luno doodles are a dead giveaway. If someone comes asking, don't expect me to cover for you. It's getting late. Let's head to the black market.